Hello Pisces, welcome to your weekly reading with me, Cindy. And Lily, although no, is she leaving? Aquarius just had to put up with her chewing on her new bone. Oh, I think she's leaving. She's done. She's gonna go find her water fountain now. Oh. Oh, there we go. Lily has left the room. She got a new bone, and this had to be, I have a rug over here. You can't see that. So I have a rug. This is like a hardwood floor, but there's a rug there where I do like my exercises in the morning. And she loves like the rug because the sun will shine on it. But that had to be the place for her to chew her bone. So if you want to hear a dog chewing bone in the background, you can go to the Aquarius reading. Very noisy. But she just literally, I turned the camera on and she just get out like this great big burp. And I thought, oh great. So she's burping, she's chewing the bone, but I think the burp signified that she was done. So she's left. So Aquarius. So Pisces, this is the last zodiac reading from me to you this year. After this week of readings, I'm going to be taking a break. Although I will say, I will put it out there that there won't be like readings coming out every day for a couple of weeks because I'm going to take the time off. I'm going to do my 3 Bs, bubble bath, Beaujolais, and brownies. But there will be a couple of little surprise things that are be scheduled to come out over that time period. So, this is it. So we're going to look at your, is this like an energy check-in? We're going to do an energy check-in with you, for you. And there is an extended at the end of this. The link is at the top of the description if you're drawn to it. And I literally, in this extended this week, I just keep pulling cards to see where the energy is going. So let's get started, Pisces. My Pisces friends. Oh, isn't it kind of nice in a way to think that this is the last zodiac reading between you and I in 2020? The next time we do this will be a new year. Yay! Okay, I'm going to go to my Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Oracle deck and get a card for you. Get a card for my Pisces friends. Beautiful Pisces souls. The stingray. Interesting message. This deck is communicating in such a way with me lately. Like as soon as I look at a card, I get a message. 2021 for you is all about your backbone. I'm getting, that's what I'm hearing. Backbone 2021 is exactly what I heard for you with this card. So the stingray too, we can see like all the chakras are lit up. There's a chakra in particular for you. It might have something to do with the 2nd or the 3rd chakra. Something there to do with maybe like feeling vulnerable, but also your confidence. Turning vulnerability into confidence. That's what's going on here. For you in 2021, that is your year. Look at you getting like a little forecast for 2021. Your backbone. Once this happens, all your other chakras light up, your intuition becomes really clear and strong. You're going to have a very good direction for yourself. You're going to really see things clearly. You're going to be very grounded, but very spiritual. The 1st and 2nd chakra I'm feeling like for you. So fascinating, huh? You're going to strengthen that. You're going to stand up for yourself where you know you need to stand up for yourself. So interesting. You've been getting that back and forth message. Like a couple weeks ago was not time to defend, it's time to lead. And then last week was time to defend. But I'm feeling like it's different parts of your life. Maybe these are happening and being played out for you that way to strengthen these 2 chakras. All right, well, let's see what we got with the cards here. So you're going to see something interesting as I am shuffling. I'm using 2 different tarot decks. These are 2 of my favorite. I've also kind of decided, if you don't know, I have a huge girl crush on Jess Puckett. I have a huge crush on her. Her brain, her mind, all the stuff she knows about like the planets and the energy. So I've always had an obsessive love too with this deck. I don't use it very much on the channel. I used to in the past, but I pulled away from it for a while. You know what? I think because I feel like there's more in this than what I'm I'm getting. And I'm also feeling like too, like I interpret the cards. That's why I like watching other readers too, because I feel like as a reader, there's no way to stop interpreting cards. There's always more messages that you can apply to individual cards, because when they come out with other cards, it tells a different story. And the more information you have about that energy, the more expansive the story can be, and the more detailed too. So this card has a ton of symbolism with zodiac energy, planetary energy. I'm going to spend a little time over the holidays, like, trying to be a little smart, like Jess Bucket. She's so smart. She really is. She's so much younger than me. I just think, wow, if I could have had all that knowledge when I was her age, it's just amazing. I really admire the youth of today. I really do. I think that they're really lucky. Like once they're really given the opportunity to become leaders in our communities, in our lives, I'm kind of talking about, you know, and some people might diss them a bit. I'm sort of looking at the late 20 to late 30-year-old group, or even mid 20 to late 30-year-old group. I don't know if that goes into something, like I'm a Generation X, so I don't know if they're like the generation after me, but I just feel like they embrace, you know, they embrace so many things from the past. Like they embrace the knowledge and the understanding of planetary energies, but they do it on a really deep level, you know, like where a lot of people tend to say, well, you know, zodiac isn't very accurate because I know a lot of Aries and, you know, they're like this and then they're like that. But it's more than that, right? Like it has so much to do with where all the planets were, where everything was sitting when you were born at that time, and how that energy, you know, affects each planet around it and you. I just feel like, I feel like the younger generation, they have a way of taking things from the past that, you know, my generation and the generation before me may have looked at and said, no, that's just oozy woozy, like that's not real stuff. But they take it and they can apply it in a very holistic way. And they can look at things in a very holistic way. Yeah, I'm really excited to be, well, I'm not excited to be an old person. I'm really excited to be an old person and to see what this younger generation kind of does with the world. But anyway, let me put that out there. I'm really impressed with them. I know some people say, well, they don't work very hard. I don't think they don't. They work pretty hard. But they do it in a different way, and they see things very differently than we do. And I don't think that they also see things in such a way that, you know, well, if I need to be successful, I have to do it this way, or have to follow this social dynamic to do that. They can find success in so many different ways, and I find that so inspiring. Going with that. Oh, Lily's back. Are you gonna lay down in your bed now? It's a good girl. You gonna be quiet, Pisces? Yes, you're tired. She read her book. Oh, this is supposed to go here. I'm going to tell you everything. Oh, wow. I'm not surprised this came out. I saw it on the split when I was shuffling this deck. What is going on here, man? What is going on, Pisces? Oh, wow. What a huge split. The sun and the universe, like the world. A massive new cycle, I'm telling you. Maybe if it feels like right now things are really rough for you, exiting 2020, you can say that like almost to any sign. If we're exiting 2020, if things feel kind of rough, it's going to be very different. I'm just feeling like it's going to be very different next year, but I don't want to say that it's not going to be without some sort of obstacles. Strengthening that backbone is going to be a huge, huge element for you. But there's something here yet. There's an energy yet to be dealt with. Oh, something entraps you. to think that you guys have had the devil energy a bit lately. And I only want to say that I feel like going through a cycle of dealing with like this Emperor energy. Like a year ago, that was really heavy in my channel with you. I remember that. And I remember that because I'm an Aries. And like we're known as the Emperor in the deck. And I kept thinking, man, who are you dealing with? This is not a healthy Aries, or this is not a healthy Emperor. Like this is the manipulative person. And now, like, I just feel like you're getting like this devil. Like maybe it's transformed. Because you have the Eight of Swords with the devil here. Like your energy. This is painful. This is like a painful entrapment. Okay, so I'm going to explain what each one of these represents, these three little piles that I've created. So this is supposed to be your energy, okay? So you have the Eight of Swords and the Devil card. Now we're going to skip the middle. That's why when I put the card there, I'm like, oh no, it goes over here. So then the second, I call this the second pile even though it's over here, and you'll see why in a minute, is energy outside of you. But, okay, I state specifically, I'm looking down because I have my little card. See, energy outside of you, but it is within your hemisphere. Okay, so it's something that's relatable around you. It's somebody or something that you know of, at least, even if you're not directly involved in this person's life on a regular basis. But it's not you. So I was very specific to write this down. This is energy outside of you. It's within your hemisphere, but it's not you. And this is the Seven of Cups and the Five of Swords. Do you know what I want to say? I want to say that this individual or person, well, maybe it's a dog, maybe it's your pet, I don't know. This individual dog is really confused about how you feel, and so they may be exiting their energy. That's what this is. Somebody's really confused about the possibilities here. Maybe even, because we have Scorpionic energy, so it's telling me a little bit about, you know, when we're in confusion and we don't know all the facts, then we kind of start to make stuff up in our head. And we often have a tendency, not everybody, but a lot of us have a tendency to think about the negative ones. Well, they don't like me, or I'm too chubby, or I'm not very good. Like, well, you know how we have that little voice in the back of our head? And the Five of Swords. So I feel like someone outside of you, right, is confused, and because of that, they've pulled away with the Five of Swords. And it might feel quite sudden and quite, maybe not even justified. Like, why would they do that? But, you know, there's all these hearts. These little hearts floating around these swords. So I feel like this person, even if they're not showing it, they may have their own wounds here that they're trying to protect. Okay, so we're going to come over here. And in the middle, this is why I got these two here. In the middle is what these two energies are creating, what your energy and this outside energy are actually creating here. So you have the Three of Swords and the Ten of Cups. See what I'm saying? I'm saying that you're going through something rough. And, you know, it's hard to believe. And then when you're going through something rough, it doesn't necessarily feel like it can get better. I gotta be sympathetic here for you. Like, this is a heavy energy that you've got, that you are dealing with. I feel, because the Eight of Swords, we will say, as tarot readers, often is something that we've created in our mind to make us feel trapped. Now, but because the Devil is showing up here, I feel like it's something that somebody has put into your mind to make you feel trapped. Somebody has put something in your mind to make you feel trapped. And it's painful. Look at this like where the swords are really hitting her, or like in the arch of her foot and kind of in the Achilles tendon. The weakest points in you. The weakest points in what makes you stable. There's some sort of outside energy. It feels like it's put something in your mind to make you feel trapped. Now, this could be someone, this could be playing out over here too. It could be this energy. It could be how someone's behaving and their intention isn't really to do that. But this doesn't feel like that. This feels like intention. Someone who's trying to serve their own purpose here. There might be someone who's trying to serve an agenda to maintain some sort of codependency with the devil. If you have a codependency on something here, that substance, like if it's a substance, that could put you in a state that makes you feel trapped. There's definitely some sort of inner conflict between masculine and feminine energy here. Right, we see, like this side is feminine and this is masculine. And they're trapped in these little bubbles. I can't help but feel like there's somebody putting something in your head that makes you think you're trapped. I'm going to pull clarifiers on that. I didn't do that for Aquarius and it wasn't my intention to do that this week. But I also didn't anticipate coming into such a difficult energy. And I want to help you. I want to help you with that. Okay, so let's go back over here. There's a lot of possibilities. A lot of these look like really good possibilities. There's some sort of divine, like, I don't even know if I should call it divine. There's some sort of divine energy or feminine energy that's manipulative somehow. Guys, I don't know. Try not to make this fit if it doesn't feel like it should fit, but I'm feeling like whoever this is, I feel like it is connected over here with this devil. But I feel like this person wants monetary things. Like, look at this cup. Look at the cups. All of the cups have something that we would, you know, look at and say, well, that's a monetary gain. There's jewels. There's golden keys. And then there's deception, right? I feel like there's a possibility of deception and healing with a snake. I feel like someone, oh my gosh, outside of you threatens to take things away. Someone outside of you threatens, someone that you aren't, it's not you. This person is in your hemisphere. They're breaking your heart, right? Like that's what's happening here. Breaking your heart, but the Ten of Cups is here. There's something better for you. That's really the message here, Pisces. There's something better for you. I gotta clarify this whole reading. Can't just leave it like this. Okay, the Seven of Swords is at the bottom. I really feel like the reason for, like this, I'll often say the reason for the cards, the underlying is a reason for the reading. It's why we're all here. Okay, it's the underlying energy. It's the reason for the reading. You've been getting the Seven of Wands, and it's been back and forth with being the leader and being the defender. It's now time to be sneaky. I don't know. Okay. Now, this is a hard reading. This is not for everyone. If this is for one person, guys, let's just support them because it's something really difficult that somebody's going through. This is how it's showing up at the bottom. The Emperor is reversed. This is not a time to stand up and to stand out. This is a time to do what you need to do to protect what's yours. With the Seven of Swords. Because somebody's hanging on to you for all the wrong reasons. You have the Five of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the Eight of Swords, the Three of Swords. This is painful psychological manipulation almost, it feels like to me. Sorry, 5, 3, 8, 7, 7. This Eight of Swords, the Five of Swords, the Two of Swords. Wow, guys, the Queen of Pentacles. This could be like a mother or a spouse. But yet you're kind of sitting... Okay, what is the devil doing? I can see why. What is the devil doing? What is this person doing? There's something going on here. Show me that. Yes, don't hide it from me. The Three of Swords and the Four of Cups. It's going to be a tough reading. I can already feel the energy. It is a weird energy. I feel like cards are also trying to be hidden in some really odd way. Right? That card did a flip and tried to go back into the deck, but it was a Three of Swords. I saw it. I'm not going to let this sneakiness get away here. We're going to bring this out in the open. The Three of Swords and the Four of Cups. The devil, okay, I feel like there's someone who's doing something to control you, and they're doing it in a way because you have what they want without giving anything back to you. That's what that feels like. So this person breaks your heart. They tell you that they'll... This person, I feel like, will play the victim. I'm feeling really uncomfortable with this energy. This is not the kind of person that I would want anybody to deal with, guys. This person will play the victim. Holy cow. That's how they manipulate. They will play the victim. They will say that you are rejecting them, that you are breaking their heart, that you are taking things from them. You feel, I'm sensing like feel torn in this, that this is either like a spouse or a parent. This is someone, you know, that has a pretty significant role in your life. The Seven of Cups, the Seven of Cups. The Eight of Wands. Oh, look at this. You need a plan to get away from this. The Eight of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Death card. You see how fascinatingly interesting it is that this Knight of Pentacles looks so much like the Death card? You need a plan here to get out of something, to move away from this energy. This energy is not good for you. I don't know what this person like holds, how they hold you. But the Seven of Swords is why we're here, because you have to get away from this energy, guys. This is not, and this is, right? Like, kind of like what is the opposite of being the Emperor, standing out and fighting for it? You need to take some sort of like action. And all I can say is like, if this was a spouse, or if this is a parent, like maybe too, like trying to manipulate you in some way, like, if you don't do this for me, I'm not going to leave you this when I die, or I don't know, there's something really manipulative going on. It's time to really look after you, whether that's seen like a lawyer. You need to seek, I feel like, guidance outside of yourself to create an ending, but you need a good plan. And I don't want, this good plan is completely possible because you can bring a complete ending here to this. The Five of Swords. The Five of Swords. Yeah, the cards are trying to be sneaky. Wow. Three of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and the Tower. I feel like you're being given a plan. Like with the Five of Swords. I don't even know if I feel comfortable saying this, but oh my god, it makes sense because the Three of I wasn't sure how this was playing out yet with the Three of Pentacles as the other underline, so I didn't bring it up yet. But now I see it. It's part of the plan. Okay, guys. I feel like this is a private reading. Like, this feels like a private reading. And I'm almost a little uncomfortable doing this on the channel because the advice is so specific, guys. You got to take this as it resonates. And if this reading is not for you, I think this is just a really good time to put positive energy out there for whoever this reading is for. The Three of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and the Tower moment. This is like engaging the Five of Swords. This is getting yourself out of there. The Three of Pentacles, it's just going with the flow, right? Like looking like everything is okay. And I know I feel like I'm giving like manipulative advice, and that's what's making it really hard for me to do this reading. Because it's putting on a mask like everything is okay between you and this person. But there are different points in our life where we do need to wear a mask. And it's putting on a mask like everything is okay between you and this person, like collaborating, working really well, but deep down inside it's the Four of Pentacles. You are not really sharing yourself with this energy because you're preparing for a Tower moment. Right? And so, when I saw, okay, the Three of Pentacles is there with the Seven of Swords, there it is again. It is like almost like a false participation. It's a false participation to get out of something that's just not right for you. It reminds me a little bit like if you're dealing, if I want to bring something like a personal experience in, when I was dealing with a very narcissistic business partner, I actually had to do this. I had to go see a lawyer and I had to do it all undercover. Like, that's what that feels like, because I had to protect myself, right? I had to protect myself from personal, verbal attacks, the psychological warfare of that. I had to get all my ducks in a row, right? Because also I'm not the type of person. I feel like that too, Pisces. Like I don't really come into the energy of Pisces and feel like this. This is not you. That's why it's too so difficult to deliver this, because I also feel like I'm not giving you advice that is typically you. But I could not act in my own typical way to get away from what was a very narcissistic entanglement. I had to be very covert. I had to be under the radar. I had to seek legal advice. I had to get all of my ducks in a row. And then when they were in a row and I was pretty confident that my side was protected, then I laid all my cards out on the table. That's what I feel like this is, guys. I feel like this is getting all your ducks in a row You put on the happy face you need to put on, because I would do that. I would go into work every day. Yeah. And it's not easy because you're doing something that feels like you're being deceitful. But there's some personalities that that's just how they function. And if you present your side or what it is that you feel you need to do without having it fortified and backed by good stuff, they're going to pick away at it. Like, you need a fortification here. Oh, I feel so heavy. I hope that makes sense. Like, because that's why I'm feeling uncomfortable saying, like, well, just pretend that everything is okay while you're doing this. I literally feel like if I was talking to a friend, that's where I want to put this reading. Like, I don't know how general this is. If I was talking to a friend and I had been through something where I needed to protect myself illegally, financially, and psychologically. That's exactly how I had to do it with that person. And I did have to walk away from certain amounts of funds. But at the end of the day, I determined that it was worth doing that to protect my sanity and my well-being. But after doing that, actually, like, stuff opens up for you. There might be a small sacrifice initially, but once you clear this, the universe starts bringing you in all sorts of great stuff, right? Look at the 10 of Cups. What is this outside energy doing to you? It's killing you. It's hurting. It's painful. It makes you so sad that anyone that you could be close to could do this, but it's not about you. It's about them. Like, that's part of the journey too, is realizing it's not you. It's them. It makes you stronger. She is protecting her heart. But on the other side of that, guys, is the 10 of Cups. It's what I'm saying. Once you get rid of this energy, you get rid of this person, there is abundance and emotion and happiness. It's like, oh, guys, I don't know who this message is for, but this stingray is so significant. Everything I said about, like, your backbone, 2021. But you need to get your ducks in a row. And sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. And that's why, as a reader too, I don't like to say that the 7 of Swords is being sneaky and malicious and lying and cheating. You need to do what you need to do. And as the reader, for you, anytime I'm reading for anybody, if my person that I'm reading for gets the 7 of Swords, there's a good reason for that. If it's something that they need to do. So the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Cups. The Devil, the 7 of Swords, the 9 of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands. Your 10 of Cups, this will come in when you sneak away from the devil. You look after yourself. You look after yourself monetarily, physically, everything you need to do for you. And then this brings back a new beginning for you, and you are going to feel so alive again. But oh my gosh, this 3 of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. Oh, man. The Ace of Pentacles, the World, and the 8 of Pentacles. What this is creating. I do feel like for you there's going to be a period of time, because the 9 of Pentacles is something that does take time to work on. Look at this. You're going to be creating like a brand new foundation for yourself. This is a major ending with the World card. Like, it's major. What did I say? On your split you had the World and the Sun. You had the World and the Sun card, or the universe, but it's like the World card. So a major cycle coming to an ending. But a brand new cycle is what comes in to replace that, right? Like, we can't forget about that with the World card. and you had the Sun, and you have the Ten of Cups here. It's going to require some work, but I think it's going to be work that you're going to feel good about doing because it's going to be reinvesting into you again. I feel like it's really important that you get some sort of outside help. I don't know. I just can't explain. It's just like intuitively coming in with the Seven of Swords. Like getting your ducks in a row. Because once you do that, there's so much sword energy here. I mean, it's so much about the mind, clarity, thinking, thought, knowing what you know. It's like getting some sort of legal counsel. And I needed to do that because my business partner was so manipulative. I really thought that I had no way out of it. Like I thought I have no way out of it. And it didn't make sense to me. But I thought, gosh. And it's the minute I went and met with a lawyer, she said to me, this is ridiculous. She can't do that. This is Canada. My business partner was also from Venezuela, so she kind of functioned on different legalities in her mind. I don't even think it has anything to do with that. She was just a little bit crazy. But like that's the kind of energy here that can work things around in such a way that it almost feels like fact when it's not. What someone has on you or can do for you or can do to you or take from you or own on you. Like, the truth is that you need to get all the truth. You need to get all your truth and then gather truth from some sort of outside source that's beyond your expertise even. And it's going to tell you the facts here. And it's going to give you the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords, leaving the Devil here, right, is your Ten of Cups. And as soon as you do that, you got the Nine of Pentacles. You were looking good. You were feeling good. Your foundation is strong. You have sovereignty. With the Nine of Pentacles. You have physical sovereignty. Right? And when you have physical sovereignty, it does feel like now your soul opens up to what you're supposed to be doing. And here it is with the Ace of Wands. Whew, jeez, Murphy, guys. This was... the Eight of Swords is at the bottom and the Two of Cups and the Four of Wands. This is blocking you from where you really need to go. This is blocking you from where you really need to go. I felt something weird in this reading, and I'm going to say it full on out. I feel like the cross watcher for this might be in here too. I'm going to call you out because I felt you manipulating the cards. I felt it, and you're not going to get away with this. So I'm just going to say that, and I'm putting that there. I'm going to go through the extended. Okay. My gosh, Pisces. That was quite a reading. Yeah, so it's good. Let's see. I wish you guys a good holiday. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Festivus for the rest of us. Whatever that is for you. Just a winter break. I think the lawyers still work over the holidays. And I will see you in the new year in 2021, and I look forward to your readings then. Okay, guys? Until next time, you do be gentle with yourself. Be a little fierce too. Bye.